Meta AI is the personal AI that's tailored to you, now with its very own app. It's built to get to know you, offering helpful answers and inspiration. Looking for something to add to your bucket list? Meta AI goes beyond traveling the world. It remembers you're a basketball fanatic and suggests you attend one of the playoff games. Just start typing or speaking to get the answers you need, wherever and whenever, because Meta AI is your personal AI. Download the Meta AI app, now available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
The number one selling product of its kind with over 20 years of research and innovation. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 444, season 18. Today's date is June 15th, 2025, and welcome to the show, and happy Father's Day to my Greek friends, and maybe my family, if they're listening. Kalos itharte, and yassas. Okay. On today's program, I'm going to talk about a soda pop. You know something, when you say soda, it's soda, or you say pop, it's soda pop. Yeah, whatever. So I call it soda pop. And it's Nehi, and it's spelled N-E-H-I. And I'll talk about my memories of this wonderful product and the flavors and its history, and where it is now. And then the second part of the podcast, I will talk about a restaurant that was located at 871 North Rush Street. It was called Jim Saine's Restaurant. And I have a menu from that place. I will read it off. I think it's from the 1950s, maybe. I'm not sure. But I found it, and it's crystal clear, so I'll read every item on it. And I'll talk about a brief history about this place. Okay. Before I get started, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Flair 5 Faux Fum Markers. Sound like a giant, the Jack and the Beanstalk. And it was from the Flair company, like the pen company. I think they were owned by Gillette. And here is a commercial from 1974. I used to have these pens. Good memories of that. So let's just sit back and relax. Let's go back to the 1970s for the commercial of Flair 5 Faux Fum pens from 1974. Thank you.
Flair 5 Faux Fum. Flair 5 Faux Fum.
School's open. Today's class is about the new giant line coloring pens. We're going to learn how these big fat points make big fat lines. There's even a sharp black outliner too. The brand new giant line coloring pens for school. 10 big, bright, washable colors.
Flair 5 Faux Fum. By Flair.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial from 1974, the Flair 5 Faux Fum markers. They were made by the Flair Company. I think they were under the Gillette umbrella. I remember these very well. I used to get these when I was a kid. I think what grade I was. I remember fourth or fifth grade, and my favorite time, of the year is like buying school supplies for these, for school. So I asked my mom, "Can I buy these? These are kind of cool." I saw the commercial as well. I remember that, and I asked her. The Giant, sold me. So she said, "Sure, I will buy these for you." And according to one of the packages, it cost. There were 10. There were 10. It was 9 wide pens, 1 sharp outliner. And it cost 10 for $1.98. And they had different colors. Let's see, they had blue, red, light blue, yellow, orange, pink, brown, like that. The commercial's on YouTube. Do a search, it's right there. I don't know how long these lasted, maybe about the late 70s. So I had these for quite a while, because I had art class there at Correas Elementary School. And that was a fun class. That was really fun. Like that. Okay, and let's see what else. So my favorite school supply was the Bic 4 pen. And you had the blue, the red, the black, and green, I believe. I think those were the colors. And that was fun. Maybe I'll discuss that someday. Or maybe I have. I don't know. That's okay. All right. At the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about Nehi Soda Pop, my memories of that, and also I'll read off a menu from a restaurant called Jim Saine's Restaurant that was located at 871 Northwest Street in Chicago. Let's see. What's update for me today? Let me give you I'm sorry. Any updates for me? Probably. So, for health-wise, I'm okay. I've had a minor issue. I'm not going to discuss it on the air, but it's getting better. And yesterday was my brother's birthday. We celebrated. I went out to lunch with a friend first. We had a good time. You saw the pictures. I went to Wu's house. I've never been there. It was fun because I've never been to a hibachi place where the guys are preparing the food. Never. And that was great. I had a good time. And it's nice to have company. And then we had a barbecue for my brother's birthday. That was nice. I was going to go to the festival that's at St. Nicholas, Greek Orthodox Church, but I was very tired and it was late. So I told people that I might drop by. Well, might's the word, but I didn't. But tonight for sure, I will be there. I will go around dinner time, get some dinner, meet my friends, and see some people. And if you're there, step by and say hello. I always run into people. It's hilarious, especially now with being in Chicago and like that. Any doctor's visits this week? No. Next week? No. My next chemo is June 30th. This will be my 4th. We will see. Also, my oncologist is retiring in a few days. So when I go next time, I'm going to get a new doctor. From what I heard, he's good. That's what I heard. I don't know. I never met him. I hope so. I'll just pray. Okay. So let's get started. We're going to talk about Nehi. All right. And here's the history of Nehi. I'll be right with you. Here we go. It was introduced in 1924 by a company called Coca-Cola / Union Bottle Works. And the man who founded it, his name was Claude A. Hatcher, and he was a grocer from Columbus, Georgia. And he started bottling ginger ale and root beer in 1905. That was a long, long time ago. And the Nehi name was adopted in 1928. Not sure where they got that exactly. And then they added more flavors. And in 1955, the company changed to Royal Crown Company, which we all know as RC Cola. I haven't had RC Cola in a long time. Not a long time. And then it had it for many years. It was so the Nehi Corporation was from 1928 to 1955. And RC owned it from 1955 to 2008. And then now Dr. Pepper owns it. Okay. And, of course, then the Great Depression came in 1929, and that sort of suffered. But the problem was the founder of Nehi, Claude A. Hatcher, he died suddenly in December 31st, 1933. And he was replaced by a man. His name is H.R. Mott. He was vice president of the Nehi Corporation, and he took over. And he had a mess to take care of. There was a lot of debt. It was nuts. But, but he managed, and everything went well. Okay. Like advertising for Nehi, they showed like a woman's legs where the skirt was high enough to see the stockings. So they say Nehi. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. That's kind of funny. Excuse me. Then when radio came, it was advertised a great deal, and there was a radio show called Ripley's Believe It or Not, which was they had a place like that in Chicago in the Gold Coast area. I might talk about that someday. It'd be very interesting. By the name Robert Ripley, and then. A lot of people, a lot of celebrities started advertisements like Bob Hope, Joan Crawford, Bing Crosby, like that. And at the time, it had 10 flavors. It had Dr. Nehi, which I'll get to that in a second. Nehi Chocolate, Nehi Root Beer, Nehi Lemonade, Nehi Wild Red, Nehi Blue Cream, and their classic flavors was orange, grape, peach, and I think strawberry and root beer. Yeah. Dr. Nehi was like Dr. Pepper. You get that? So I don't know how it tastes. I never had it. I wish I did. But I'll mention one thing. Like during the 70s, I used to drink the Nehi. My favorite was either grape or orange. I love that. Orange was good. That was very good. And they advertised on television, over the years. One thing, somebody pointed this out the other day when I mentioned Nehi, is that in the TV series MASH, Radar O'Reilly, played by Gary Berghoff in the TV series, it was his favorite drink. And whenever he went to a bar or somewhere where they dispensed, soft drinks or, alcoholic drinks, grape Nehi was his favorite soda. So that's I totally forgot about that. My brother is a huge MASH fan. And I asked him today, do you remember Radar drinking grape Nehi? He goes, I absolutely do. I do remember that. And he loved it, and that's all he drank. It was funny. Anyway, so the product continued for many years, and then all of a sudden it disappeared in the Chicagoland area. And I don't know exactly when. Probably in the late 90s, 2000s. I'm not sure. It's not available in Chicago. It is available in the South. Maybe Georgia, South Carolina, maybe Florida. I'm not sure, but it is I believe it's manufactured there, and you can order it on Amazon if you'd like. I don't know how it tastes now. So as for the flavors, some of them have remained, not all of them. Excuse me. But, growing up in the 70s, I used to see this drink a lot, especially come in 6-pack bottles or cans, like in Jewel or Dominic's or There was a store near our house called Colony Foods. I don't know if Hilo carried it. Maybe Hilo Foods, that is. National, probably. Yeah. But the stores had their own soda pops. Like, for example, Jewel had Yummy soft drinks. And I believe Dominic's had Heritage House. And National had Top Taste. I think that's what it was called. Excuse me. So, I kind of miss having Nehi, and I remember commercials on TV. I remember one commercial where there was some African-American women, and there was a guy in there singing Nehi, and they sing like that. It was kind of cool like that. Okay. Right now, I'm going to play a commercial of Nehi, and this is from 1979. I remember this one very well. And let's see. Double check everything. So when I watched this the other day and downloaded it, it really reminded me. I remember this very well. Okay. So let's sit back and relax. Let's go back to 1979 and listen to a commercial for Nehi Soda. And when I come back, I will read a menu from Ginseng's restaurant that was located in Chicago. All right. So I'll be right back, folks. Thank you.
You can't count on a sunny day. Sometimes things go wrong. So you might as well grab a cold knee-high and sing this little song. Feeling knee-high. You got that live flavor feeling so good. Feeling knee-high. Feeling knee-high. Feeling live flavors feeling so alive. Feeling knee-high.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. Goldbelly ships Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garden's famous cakes. So, if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's goldbelly.com, promo code GIFT.
Having trouble hearing in work meetings? Eventually you zone out. You've missed too much to catch up now. Get your confidence back with Nuance Audio.
Don't worry, I just spoke with the sales office, and they assured me the order has already been processed.
The new invisible hearing solution that's built into your glasses. Nuance Audio glasses help you hear better and reduce background noise, so you can tune into your meetings all day long. Learn more at nuanceaudio.com.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Nehi from 1979. Right now, we're going to talk about Jim Saine's restaurant. That was located at 871 Northwest Street. Let's see. Let me give you a brief history about this place. It opened in the 1940s by a man. Of course, his name is Jim Saine. And there was a restaurant next door. It was called Trade Winds, owned by the mob. And he got to know Jim, for the restaurant, the mob, of a few of the mobsters get that. I don't know if the mob owned, I don't know if he was involved with that. I have no idea. So, so it opened in the 1940s. From what I heard from other people, I used to post this a long time ago, and they said the restaurant was great. And and that lasted about 1969. That was at the same location, 871 Northwest Street. Now, Jim Saine, he died very young. He was 49 years old, and he died on, let's see, May 19th, 1961. He had a stroke. And but he was not from Chicago. He was from a town in Manchester, Tennessee. And he came over there. And then the restaurant chain he started first was called the Isbell chain. They had like He opened that in 1948. And it was, I will talk about that place someday. And he had that for very successful. So, and then he decided to open the restaurant under his name. And it was like a favorite meeting place, with, for local or visiting sports celebrities, probably from, in Chicago or probably from out of town, like that. And, he was called the Tooth Shore of Chicago. Now, Tooth Shore, he was a nightclub owner in New York. And he had a famous restaurant, and a lot of famous celebrities went there. So it was the same thing to him, for Jim Saine's restaurant. But he first started in another chain, was called the Stouffer. And you remember that? That was located in the Loop, I think like on Wabash and I think Randolph, I believe. I got to talk about that too as well. And the chain opened in not just like Chicago and, but other cities as well, like in the Midwest. And he partnered with another man. His name was Marion W. Isbell. He was owned the Isbell restaurants. So, like I said before, the restaurant opened until 1969, and I think his son is Jim Saines Jr. He opened another place, and it was in Barrington Hills, I think. I don't know how long that lasted, and I don't know if Jim Jr. is still alive. I'm not sure, but his son was the manager of the restaurant, Jim Saines, of course, like that. Anyway, so right now I'm going to read a menu from Jim Saines' restaurant, and so we can just go back to memory lane, and for anyone who patronized there, dined or ate, would remember all these wonderful items they had. Okay, so here we go. We'll get that right now. Here we are. Let's start with the appetizers. They had hearts of celery and olives, queen or ripe olives, rows of radishes of green onions. Oh, that sounds pretty. Yeah. Soups, they had cream of tomato, chicken noodle, onion, gratin. So that's probably French onion soup, I believe. Shrimp on ice. Also, 6 Blue Point oysters on a half shell, jumbo shrimp cocktail, marinated herring, imported sardines, sweet sour fish, orange juice, stuffed celery with Roquefort cheese, their homemade antipasto, chopped chicken livers with chopped egg, tomato or grapefruit or cranberry juice, and a fruit cocktail supreme. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. Specialties of the house. It had savory pepper steak with mushrooms, French fried potatoes in a salad bowl. Fresh selected chicken livers sauteed in butter with claret wine, also with mushrooms, wild rice, and salad bowl. Famous southern fried chicken in a skillet with chicken gravy, garden green peas, fine egg noodles, potatoes, and salad. Veal scallopini marinara. It's like a portion of boneless veal steak. Sounds good. Cooked in olive oil with red wine, mushroom, tomato, and garlic. Sounds delicious. Fresh Gulf shrimp, Dijon. I can't pronounce that. It's fresh shrimp baked in white wine, topped with fresh breadcrumbs and garlic butter. French fried potatoes and a chef's salad. Chicken a la king, el quesero, large pieces of boiled chicken sauteed in sherry wine and cream with green peppers, pimento, fresh mushroom, and salad bowl. Chicken tzatziki, they had that. Golden brown chicken platter. Yeah. Tenderloin steak sandwich with the same side orders, French fries, or a chef's salad. Also, their famous barbecue ribs with a special sauce. Oh, that sounds good. Either served with salad or coleslaw. Their fish, it's under the category marine foods. Oyster stew, with piping hot milk. Large fry New York count oysters. Boy, they have a lot of oysters. Yeah. with the same sides, French fries or chef salad bowl. Broiled fresh jumbo whitefish or lake trout. Broiled extra fancy African lobster tail with drawn butter, with shoestring potatoes. French fried jumbo Gulf shrimps with tartar sauce, potatoes, and salad bowl. Fried deep sea scallops. Also broiled Eastern halibut with lemon butter. Same side orders. Fresh fancy frog legs sauteed with amandine. I never had frog legs. My neighbor liked them. Enlarged Maine lobster with drawn butter. Oh, the lobsters at Maine was wonderful. I went there on a trip a long time ago, and I had fresh lobster. It was so good. Late supper suggestions are Italian spaghetti with snappy meat sauce with Parmesan cheese, homemade ravioli, with, of course, meat sauce, Spanish jelly or cheese omelet served with French fries, fresh scrambled eggs with tomatoes and mushroom, little thin pancakes with butter and maple syrup or honey, crisp golden brown waffle, fresh strawberry waffle with whipped cream, golden brown French toast with strawberry preserves, rolled apple or jelly or currant jelly, with a pancake, delicious cheese blintzes with sour cream, premium ham and eggs, country style, served with French fries, sheared eggs with little pig sausages and French fried potatoes, Welsh rarebit served with piping hot and buttered toast, and Saine's famous egg Benedict. Okay, now we go to the second one. Here we go. They had steaks. I mentioned some steaks, so I'll read them off real quickly. Chopped sirloin steak with grilled onions, sirloin butt steak, filet mignon, if you want mushrooms on it, prime sirloin steak, 1 pound, 2 thick pork chops served with applesauce, genuine calf's liver steak, and French fried onions. Also, spring lamb chops broiled or on toast with mint jelly, genuine calf's livers with bacon or smothered onions, and broiled half chicken with French fries, aged minute steak, and steak tartare sandwich. That's probably raw. And let's see, their special sandwiches: chopped sirloin steak sandwich, hot turkey sandwich with cranberry sauce on the side, their famous corned beef sandwich on rye, with French fried potatoes and kosher pickle, fried ham and egg sandwich, special Denver sandwich, probably, I'm not sure what that is. Barbecue beef or pork sandwich, chef's special, sliced chicken, ham and tomatoes, gratin and salad bowl, and our special club sandwich with sweet pickle. So it's probably maybe turkey or ham. They also had BLTs, toast cheese and tomato, salmon salad, baked ham, tuna fish salad, sliced chicken, chicken salad, grilled cheese, American cheese, and Swiss cheese, imported. Oh, okay. So it's like a grilled cheese. So you have like that. Okay. Salads. They had, for example, they had pineapple and cottage cheese, tomato stuffed with tuna fish salad, tomato stuffed with salmon salad, tomato stuffed with chicken or shrimp, Caesar salad, chef salad with julienne chicken or ham or cheese, whatever you like, chef salad bowl. So you have sliced tomatoes, lettuce and tomato, chicken salad. They had Waldorf salads, heart of lettuce, if you like, or assorted fruit salad. Oh, okay. Dressings, they had French Thousand Island or mayonnaise dressing, Roquefort cheese dressing, and Russian dressing. Okay, now we'll get to desserts. Oh, this is my favorite. They had ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, peppermint stick, sundaes, chocolate, strawberry, mixed fruit, pineapple, or butterscotch, parfaits, chocolate, strawberry, mixed fruit, pineapple, butterscotch, ice box cake with whipped cream. That sounds good. Maybe it's a cake roll. I don't know. Cheeses, they had Camembert, Linderkrantz, Blue, Brie, Aromandel. I'm not sure. Maybe that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? They had stewed prunes, stewed figs, Bartlett pears, California apricots, and peaches and syrup. Okay. They also had layer cake, strawberry shortcake with whipped cream, fruit pies, and cheesecake. And the beverages they served was coffee, tea, milk, buttermilk, Postum, or Postum, that's a coffee. Iced tea or iced coffee, lemonade, or hot chocolate. Okay. And, I just found out when what year this menu is from. It's from 1955. It was written. I didn't see it. Sorry about that. Anyway, so that was fun. Okay. All right. So that's the menu from Ginseng's restaurant. And, phew, I wish I went there. The food sounds fabulous. It sounded fabulous back then. Excuse me. All right. So that's it for this show. I'll do a recap of what I talked about. I talked about my memories of the Nehi Soda Pop. And I read a menu from 1955 from Ginseng's restaurant that was located at 871 Northwest Street. One last thing I mentioned about the restaurant. It did close in 1969, but right now I checked on Google Maps, and now the place is occupied by a place that sells electric cars. It sells that, and the place is called Rivian, or Rivian. It's spelled Rivian. So if you're in your neighborhood and you drive by on Rush Street and you see this place, that's where Ginseng's was located. Okay. All right, so that was fun. All right, this podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are found. Apple Podcasts, not Google. They don't do that. Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast, Good Pods, also Podbean, iHeartRadio. If you have those apps on your phone or your tablet, just tap on those and tap follow. You'll receive a notification of the latest episode. Also, all the other episodes are listed as well. Also, be on my blog, www.vanchicagoland.blog. My podcast episodes are listed there. I think you have to sign up with an email. You'll receive a notification. And also on my YouTube channel, and again, people always ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where can I listen to your podcast? You can listen on my YouTube channel, Van Chicagoland Stories. You do a search, or you could search by my name, Pete Costanis. If you do find it, click subscribe. It does not cost anything. You can you receive a notification of the latest episode. You can listen to all the episodes I have done, all 444 of them, right there. And if there's a subject you want to listen, if you're interested, you can do a search and it'll probably take you there. Or you put, like, for example, Marshall Field's podcast. Maybe you'll find it. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Also, be sure to my social media accounts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. They will have the links, and you can listen to on your phone, your tablet, your computer, your desktop. Also, listen in your car, in CarPlay. Also, if you have Spotify, you can stream it on your TV. You could do that as well, so you can listen to the comforts of your home. Okay. So this is Pete Costanis, your host for Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. I had a great time. Today's going to be a lovely day. I'm going to go to the festival tonight. You can see some people. I'm just going to relax for most of the day. And I will probably do another podcast Tuesday. Probably. We'll see. All right. So here's Bye-Bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our favorite person in the whole wide world, the Chicago legend, Ray Rayner, saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and so long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.